Aloha, Jake Shimabukuro here. Very, very excited to be hanging out in Chicago at the Reverb headquarters here. So it's nice to know where all my money goes. The most important thing for the ukulele, I think, is getting a good sound when you're strumming. So in the beginning, if you've never played a string instrument before, in the beginning, what I like to do is I like to use the thumb, to strum. And I use the fleshy part of my thumb like this, and I just strum down on the strings like this. Okay? By using the thumb, I get a very warm, just a warm, soft sound rather than trying to use my nail. Until you can shape your nail properly and just get used to having that resistance with the nail against the string, I think using the fleshy part of your thumb is a great way to start. So just like this, okay? All right, just like that. And then now we're gonna take our index finger, we're gonna put it on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, and just do that, okay? This is our C major chord, and it's the first chord I learned when I started playing the ukulele. And I just did this for days. It's the happiest sound, right? Just like that. All right, now let's do something a little bit different. We're gonna take that finger, okay, and we're gonna slide it down 1 fret to the 2nd fret, okay? That's our C major 7 chord, okay? Now we're gonna slide it down again. That's our C7 chord, okay? Now we're gonna take our index finger and we're gonna move it up to the next string on the 1st fret. And that's our F chord, or technically it's an F add 9 because we have the G on the top there. Okay? And those are the first 4 chords to George Harrison's Something. Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Just like that. See, I can't sing, so I can't, but sorry, you have to deal with that for now. And you can't complain to me because we're on video. All right, so anyways, so here we go. C major 7, C7, F. Just like that, very, very simple. Now I'd like for you to strum with your index finger. So we're gonna do the same thing, hold that same chord that we did for the George Harrison song, and use your index finger, but this time we're gonna use the top of the nail, just like this, okay? Now sometimes, if you strum with your nail perpendicular to the strings, when you hit the instrument, when you hit the strings, especially if you don't have calluses developed on your finger yet, it can actually hurt your finger. When you strum, you go, ow, 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 it hurts. And if you all you have to do is just rotate your knuckles forward like this, and then that way, the top of your nail makes contact with the string. And also because your finger naturally bends this way, right? It just kind of gives. So it doesn't matter if you don't hit the strings, the right way. Your finger's just gonna bend and it's just gonna easily glide over the strings, which is a great thing. Just like that, okay? So again, let's go through those 4 chords. Slide down. Slide down. And jump up. Very good. So far, we've only been doing the strums with either the thumb or the index, right? We've been doing one or the other. Now I'm gonna show you a strum where you use both of those fingers at the same time, okay? So what we're gonna do, let's hold our C chord. Now we're gonna strum down with the thumb like this, and then we're gonna strum up with the index like this. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up. So you're only making contact with the fleshy part of your fingers. Down, up, just like that. Now this will give you a nice warm sound. A little faster. A little faster. And stop. Good. Now let's try something a little bit different. We're gonna do the opposite of that. When we want a little bit more attack and a brighter sound, what we're gonna do is we're gonna reverse it. Instead of going down with the thumb and up with the index, we're gonna go down with the index and come up with the thumb. So now, instead of when we're doing the first strum, we're making contact only with the fleshy part of our fingers. Now we're gonna make contact only with the nail, the top of the nail, right? So when we go down with the index, the nail is attacking the strings. When we come up with the thumb the nail of our thumb is attacking the strings, right? So down. Has a very, very different timbre from nail, flesh. Okay, so this is a great technique to have, because sometimes, like when I'm playing a song, like I may play the first A section or the first verse with the insides of my fingers, so I get a little softer, more gentler sound, more gentle sound. But then when I repeat that section again, then I might flip it and use the nail, so I get more of an aggressive sound. So here's an example. I'm going to play a little song here. This is a song that I wrote called Ukulele 5-0. It was inspired by the show Hawaii 5-0. But the first time I play the A section, I'm going to use the insides of my fingers, and the second time I play it, I'm going to use the nail. So you can hear the difference here. Now I'm going to shift it. Back to thumb. So you can hear the difference, right, between using the insides of your fingers and the nail. You can definitely hear that how the timbre changes, and I think it helps to make the song a little bit more interesting. And the other thing is, sometimes with the nail, you get a little more articulation, a little bit more volume. And if you're playing with like a bass player or some other musicians, it tends to cut through just a little bit more. So that's always a good technique to have.